morning, Lighthouse. It is so great to be with you for this morning's devotional. Today I'm going to be speaking a little bit about the goodness of God during uncertain times. And I'm going to be sharing some of the things that God's been highlighting, revealing, and just reinforcing within me during these past few weeks. So as I'm sure most of you all already know, the McAlpine family did unfortunately contract the coronavirus. And actually, the day we found out that my dad had tested positive for the virus was the day before I was supposed to return back to school. And I'm not sure if most of you know, but I'm in matric this year. So it's a very important year, and I've really been missing that face-to-face teaching. Just helps you to be focused, and really engage, which is something that you lose over online teaching. So I was quite upset that I wouldn't be able to go back to school, but I just decided to trust God and know that He has a plan. And although I don't know what was going on, I just decided to press into Him and really just reestablish and reroot myself in my relationship with Him before going back to school eventually. And I felt like there was 4 things that God was really just highlighting to me during that time, this time. And the first thing is that God's time is divine. His timing is divine. And if we look at Habakkuk 2 verse 3, it says that, "For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." So while we don't understand everything, we will one day. And the time is coming when we will understand everything and God will reveal it to us. But right now, we just need to trust that His timing is divine, because He has a divine understanding and a divine picture of everything going on, which we really couldn't even understand. And He does see into the future. He knows why things are happening, because everything does happen for a reason. And we just need to trust in Him. And if we look at Proverbs 16 verse 9, it says that we can make our plans, but the Lord directs our steps. And while I'm sure that this year is definitely not going according to anybody's ideas or previous plans, the Lord is directing our steps, and we need to be secure and trusting in that. And the second thing God has been highlighting to me is that He has us right where He wants us. And if you look at Psalms 27 verse 14, it says that, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart as you wait for Him." Another translation says, "Be brave and courageous as you wait for Him." And we just need to be secure that God has us where He wants us, and we don't need to worry about where He has us. Philippians 4 verse 6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, make your requests known to God." So we just need to realize that God has us where He wants us, and we need to seek Him in the place that He has us. And that brings me to my third point, which is very, very closely related, and that's submit your waiting to Him. And I'm going to quickly read Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 6, which is a scripture that I've really been clinging to during this time. And it says that, "Trust in the Lord with all your hearts, and lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight." And this just links so beautifully with the scriptures that I mentioned earlier, because if we take our place, submit our waiting to Him, trusting Him with all our hearts, leaning not on our own understanding, because our understanding is so limited and so earthly, but He has a heavenly, broader understanding of everything going on, and we just need to trust in Him, because He knows everything. He knows the time, the place, when coronavirus is going to be gone from the earth, and a thing of the past, a thing of history, and we just need to trust in Him. And the fourth thing is to press into His joy, and that's something that I've really been stirred to do during this time. And when I first found out that the family was sick with coronavirus, I was quite angry. I wasn't angry at anyone, or I wasn't angry at God. I was just angry at the situation, because I was really looking forward to going back to school. But whenever I'm having a tormenting emotion or a tormenting thought, I like to just go into God and press into Him and seek out the righteous opposite of that emotion. So if I'm feeling lonely, I'll go into God and press into His love. And I was feeling angry, so I decided I'm going to go into God and press into His joy. And my gran actually gave me this book quite a while ago, and I was able to finish this book during this time of the self-isolation, and it really just revealed to me how steadfast God's joy is and unwavering. And when we build our foundation on that joy, it's reliable and it will carry us through. Whereas if we're living from one happy moment to the next, it's fleeting. It just dissipates as that moment goes. But when we press into God's joy, it's everlasting and steadfast, and we can rely on that. And I've just been really trying to rebuild my foundation on God's joy and His love. And I would just like to quickly read Psalm 100, and it says that, "Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into His presence with singing. Know that the Lord, He is God. It is He who made us, and we are His. We are His people. We are sheep of His pasture. Enter His gates with thanksgiving, and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him. Bless His name. For the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and His faithfulness to all generations." So in this time, we just need to trust that God is faithful, and He has us where He wants us. We need to trust His timing and really just submit our ways to Him. I hope that you guys have a great day. I miss you all so much and can't wait to see you all again. Lots of love. Bye.